Vivienne was adopted from China at 5.5, and she had to learn English. And so I really believed that I knew she was language delayed. I believed as she learned the language and as I worked with her that things would just click and she would begin to read, but that did not happen. I homeschooled my kids, and so I was using an excellent phonics-based program that uses Orton-Gillingham method, and I worked with her. She could learn the phonemes, the sounds of the letters, and she could very slowly put them together, but it was very slow and very difficult. And trying to blend them into a word or to read one word was just painstakingly slow. It was very frustrating for her. She would switch her B's and D's all the time, read words backwards. She would read on for no, saw for was. She would, it was just very difficult. Over time, I realized this isn't clicking. She would get headaches and complain of things being blurry, but she had been to the eye doctor, so it wasn't vision. There was a lot going on with her. It was very, very difficult. And when she would learn just a simple, small word, again, she would read it so slow, but she would often not retain it. If we did not look at it every day, she would forget the words. My sweet Vivienne, it was so hard for her. Things were so hard. Learning and retaining this information, reading these words was extremely difficult. She would get so frustrated. She would ask me, why do I have stupid dyslexia? It was exhausting for her and for me. And for me, it was just so hard to see her struggle. I tried everything that I knew to do. I worked with her one-on-one. During doing homeschool, I was able to work with her one-on-one. We were using a great program, but I switched. I tried a different program that was still phonetically based, but had more multi-sensory approach. We used flashcards. I would guide her through lessons. I tried many online programs that were supposed to be very good, and they were. Some were excellent and designed specifically for dyslexia. And when Vivienne would begin the program, it would get so hard for her. And she might progress for a little while, but then it would become too difficult where we could not continue. And so at times you feel desperate. It's a very helpless feeling sometimes. And I prayed, and I just kept asking God to help me help her. Oh, it is like a miracle. I tell my family and my friends, it is unbelievable. Within a few weeks of Edublox, Vivienne was reading more than she had read in her entire life. We've now been in the program only 3 months. And in 3 months, those short, simple words that used to be the only words that she was able to read, those are now she thinks they're easy. They're simple for her. She's reading words like which and where and flash and thrill. It's amazing. She's not reading slow and painstakingly anymore. Before, these little small words, she would just sound out each individual sound to make one word. It was very slow. Now she glances at a word and it's automatic. She's reading automatic. She can put the words together in a sentence. She's remembering more. And I thank God for that. The memory exercises that Edublox has given her to do, as well as development tutor, I believe it's really helping her retain information and to remember. And it's amazing. It's a miracle. And the most incredible thing is she loves to spell. She absolutely loves spelling. She asks to do spelling first. Many days she gets excited. I have had friends, I've heard people say with dyslexics, you try to teach spelling, but really if you can just get them to read, then then you just kind of don't worry about the spelling. You just don't worry about it. With Vivienne, she loves it, and she's learning to spell, and she's spelling correctly. And there are days she does a spelling. I'll give her words on a spelling test. She might have 100 words at one time. She quickly spells and make it all of them right or miss one. It's really amazing. It's a miracle, and it's a real answer to prayer. What does this mean for Vivienne? She is happier. She is more confident. She is proud of her accomplishments. She is proud of herself. So many days she will do amazing on reading or spelling. And she will actually ask me, "Are you going to call Daddy at work and tell him how good I did today?" When he comes home, she shows him her work. I take pictures of her with her whiteboard with all of her spelling words and her reading words. It's amazing. So it's for Vivienne, it's life-changing. It's opening up the world around her, and it means that that she can go out in this world and it's not too hard for her. I'm so excited for her because she will. We've gone out in public, we've gone places, and she'll see a sign and say, "Oh, I know what that says," and she'll read words on a sign to me, and that's powerful, and that's amazing, because before it was all a mystery, and so now it's like the world around her is opening up, and it's going to make her be able to be engaged in this world, to be a part of the world around her with all of these words everywhere, to be able to see the written word, to know what it says. She keeps progressing and progressing, but one day I know she'll be able to pick up a book and learn about things that she's interested in and pursue things that matter to her. And so it's very exciting. For me as a parent, it is it is an answer, I'm sorry, to many, many desperate prayers. I truly prayed so many times. I asked God to help me, help my girl. So many hours searching the internet, looking for ways to help her so that one day she could be independent. It means everything for me, because now I have the hope for my daughter that she's going to be okay. I believe she is going to be able to live independently in this world and be able to read and write and learn things. And it is opening up a world for her. And that's what we've wanted for her. That's what my husband and I have wanted. That's what we've desired, is just for her to be able to grow into just the young woman that God wants her to be, and that she would be fully capable of being all that God wants her to be. And now she is. It's like her mind is opening up and her world is expanding. And so for me, it's everything. It's an answer to countless prayers, and it means everything to her and her future. So thank you so much, Edublox.